So welcome to our gentle strength session 5. Well done, guys. And you're all here. That's great. So what we're going to do today is we're going to spend 10 minutes doing some familiar moves, getting us moving, doing some practice of the stuff that we've done already. And then we're going to have a little chat. And then I'm going to do another 10 minutes. And I have to stand on. I did mention, hopefully, I've got a block. Okay, so it's not very high. Just something that you can lift one foot onto. I know a couple of you mentioned that you've got a step. That's great. It doesn't need to be very high. The highest you want is like the height of a step, as in stairs in your home, or something lower than that, because we don't want to make it too difficult. Oh yeah, that's absolutely perfect, Ruth. Yeah, one of those things that sort of just gives you, it's like a half step, isn't it? If you've got big steps in your garden. Cool. All right, good stuff. So I'm going to get you moving. I'm going to have you seated first of all, and I'm just going to check this music volume because it's just a little background music, but we don't want it to distract. Well done, guys, for being here. Right. Okay. Let me know if it's too loud, and we'll get moving. Let's get moving. Have a seat. I'm going to wear nothing on my feet. If you've got something on your feet, just make sure it's not anything that you're going to slip in, okay? And you're just going to sit kind of halfway on, halfway off your chair, so you can't lean back, and just sit up nice and tall. Push yourself into the chair, and then you're just going to take some breaths in, arms up and down. Breathe in with your arms up. Breathe out with your arms are down. Just to get some air and oxygen into your body. Good. Excuse my croaky voice. This is the beauty of Zoom. You can't catch it from me. Okay, arms stay down. Then you're going to raise your shoulders up and then roll them back in some nice big shoulder rolls. Also, let me just mention that those of you that are live with me today, if you want to pop on and ask me any questions, please feel free. And also, if there's anything that doesn't feel quite right for you at this time, just leave it out and wait for me to start the next move. Okay, all right. Hands, just pop them on your hips and kind of push your hips down. Hold your tummy in, and you're just going to do some chair marching. And we're just going to get the muscles going. This is your hip and quad muscles working. So these are all moves that you do every day, but the repetition and consciousness of it will build strength, okay? And then we're going to get straight onto a little bit of loading. 4, 3, 2, 1. So I want you to shift to the edge of your chair, and you're going to push your heels down into the floor and just lean forward, push your heels, and then come back and release everything. Lean forward, push, and lean back and release. So we call this loading. And we're just firing the muscles. Couple more. Push your heels down. Super. Okay, we'll come back to that. Take your arms ahead of you, palms are down, and if they're here, just lower them just a little bit so they're just lower than your shoulders. That's it. And then you're going to pull one elbow back, do a little twist with it, gently, and then the other one. And breathe. I'll say that a lot. When we're concentrating on something, we tend to hold our breath. It really doesn't help. Especially if you do it for too long. So I'll remind you. It reminds me as well. Just be conscious of the breath moving in and out of your body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, super. Right, now we're going to come back to that loading. So you're going to push into your heels and then stand up. So lean forward, push down, be conscious of it, and then lift yourself up Stick your hips back, push down on your heels and sit back down again. Now, I know this is probably not that challenging for you, hopefully. If it is, that's all right. But it's just really the technique. We're going to do 8, 6, 7. And on the last one, you step, please. Good. Okay. All right. Come around to the back of your chair. And you're just going to have it to your side of you right now. Okay. That's it. Good stuff. And you got your feet together and your outside arm like that. And you're just going to step to the side, open up and bring it back. As you do it, let your hips push out. Push. We're getting the pelvis moving. Often get stuck. So if you don't feel like you've got a lot of movement there, don't worry. 10. Just the intent. 7. And 12. Okay, now before you do the other side, turn and face your chair and lean onto it. Okay, and then bring your knees up in a march here. Remember to breathe. I'm just going to come and check that everybody looks comfortable. That's it. Well done. Nice. Everyone's got that beautiful lean forward onto the chair. Okay. Eyes are down, shoulders are down. And breathe. Couple more each side. Good stuff. Okay, nice. Then you can turn with your back to me if that works for you. We're just going to do the same thing as we did on the other side, or you can move the chair around. Do this one on this side. So step to the side, open up, and then let that hip push out. If you don't need to hold on, you could actually put your hand on the other hip and just literally push it out. Breathe, try and relax into it. 10, 11, and 12. All right, well done, guys. Okay, super. So everyone's good so far? Yeah? Fantastic. All right, so now I've got everything moving. We're going to just go over the loading that we did before, but I'm going to combine it with a move that we just did here. A knee lift. So I'd like you to get in this shape so that you're leaning on the chair. Make sure it's a sturdy chair, and if you're worried about it moving, you can put it up against something. Okay, but it shouldn't move out on you. And you kind of got half your weight on the back of the chair and half your weight on your feet. And then I want you to put your feet so they're about that far apart. And first of all, you're just going to move your hips over to the right, push your right foot down into the floor. Take a breath in and out, and then shift across to the other side. Let your hips come with you. Push down onto that one. Take a breath in and out. And then do it a couple more times. Over to the right, push down. If the other foot starts to come off the floor, that's fine. That's good, because that's what we're going to be doing next. And then push over to the other side. And then one more each side. There's a little bend in your knees and your hips are back. And push. Okay, all right, good stuff. Just a little word of explanation before we move on with this. Excuse me. So when I say hips back like this, that's called hip flexion. Okay, so you're talking about your hip joint and it needs to flex or bend. Okay, the opposite of that is hip extension. Don't try this, it's fine, but I don't want you to do it. Is this, and when that happens, you're loading the back side of your body. So there's a lot of load on this low back. A lot of people get back problems, and that's often why. So whenever you're going to be doing lessons with me, I will always encourage you to have a little bit of hip flexion, because that way you can load forward and you're grounded and rooted, and there's no load on this low back area. Okay. It also helps you to be able to fire up your glutes, and that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to go back to your loading, but this time we're going to hold it a little bit longer, and we're going to take the other foot off the floor. Okay. So shift over to the right, keep a little bend in that right knee, and then push the foot down into the floor. Just use this as balance. And then if you feel safe, you can lift the other foot off the floor. And if you still feel safe, you can take your hands off the chair. But stop at what stage feels safe for you. And then come back. And then go over to the other side. Shift over to the left, little bend in this knee, hips flex back. Push down into that left foot. If that feels fine, lift the right foot off the floor. And if that feels fine, you can let go of the chair, but stay close. And breathe. And release. Okay. Can you do that again for me? But I'm just going to watch you this time. I'll talk you through it. Okay. So you're going to shift over to the right. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed, guys. There's tension creeping in, I can see it. Take a breath, get those shoulders down, breathe. The work is done, hips down. Push into that right side. That's good. Once you can feel a little bit of work happening on that right side, if you're happy, take the left foot off the floor. Oh, nice job, Lynn. And then if you're happy again, but only if you're happy and safe, you can take your hands off the chair. If not, just keep them there. Nice job, guys. Look at that. Keep your fingertips close. Main thing is to feel safe, and then you can offload. This is good. Very good. Okay, let's try the other side. So shift over to the left. Remember, a little bend in the knee. Push that left foot down into the floor. If that feels okay and you can feel the work on that left side, lift the right foot off the floor. Nice job. Ow, that's good. Well done. Just really concentrate. Well done, Ruth. And then if you feel safe at this point, take your hands off the chair and just see if you can just keep, woo, nice job, Rosemary. Brilliant. And then come back and offload. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Right. Let's have a little rest. Grab a drink of water. I'm just going to change my camera. Okay. Right. So we're going to move on. Check that's not too loud. And you're going to need your chair and your little block to stand on. And we're going to practice some stepping. Okay. So I've got my chair on my right and I've got my block also on my right. Okay. Now I'm going to turn sideways. I'll still watch you, but this is really important, but you can face me. It's fine. So I would like you to put your right foot on your little step. And most important, you're going to flex those hips back. You can have your chair to your side or you can have it in front of you, whichever feels best. And we are just going to load, and then you're going to bring that foot back to meet the other one, and you're just going to step up and down sideways. Okay. So push your right foot into that, whatever it is. That knee has to be bent, of course, and your hips are way back. Push into the right foot and then lift the left one up. You can straighten your legs, but keep your hips flexed back, and then step down again. Push again. We're going to try 10. Step down. Push first, then lift. 3, 4, push, 5, push into the block, 6, remember to breathe, remember to keep those shoulders down, 7, 8, I'm doing it nice and slow.
Lost you. Lost you, Rebecca. Can't hear you.
We've all lost her, I think.
We've all lost you. Can't
She's
see you
gone.
or hear you.
Okay, so we can stop doing that. Change feet now and do it on this one.
Okay,
We lost you. You're back.
we are. The wind blew everything over and it shot my laptop. So sorry. Oh my goodness. Right, I connected. Right, okay, there's my mic connected. Sorry, guys, that's crazy. Right, I'm back. My tripod fell over and the laptop completely closed. Right, you can hear me and see me, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Let's try this again. So we have the block on our right and we got the chair in front of us. Well done, guys. Oh, goodness me. That was just a real gust out of nowhere. And I think we got to about 7 or 8. So we'll just do a couple more on this side and then we'll switch. So we're here. And you're really pushing down into that right block, hips are back, and then lift that left foot up to meet the right, and then come down again. There we go. All right. Let's do the other side. So this time, left foot, and you're really focusing on pushing the foot into the floor, loading it first before this one comes up. And use the chair as much as you need to. If you don't need to use the chair very much, just have your fingertips on it, just for balance. Push into the left, and then lift that right foot up to meet the left. And I'm going to come and have a little gander and see what you guys are going. Nice and slow, breathe. 3. And remember to push down first. 4. That's it. Well done. 5. Good. That's it. 6. That's it. Lovely. Nice and steady. Get that push down loading first. Well done. Okay, looking good. That's it. And everybody's shoulders look nice and relaxed. And everyone's breathing nice and steady. Just get to 10, just a couple more. Super. All right, good. Okay, nice. Okay. Wonderful. Right. Is everybody okay with that? Everyone feels safe and you can feel what's supposed to be happening? All right. We're going to do it again. Second set. And we're just going to move just a little bit quicker. Don't rush, but just make sure that you get that push first and then lift up. Okay, and then come down again. But remember that hip flexion. So right foot on, lean forward for your chair, hips back, push on that right foot, lift up, lift down. 2, 3. That's it, Rosemary. That's it. Really push on. That's it, Dave. Nicely done, Susan. Nice and steady. Well done, guys. Everyone's shoulders relaxed. So you're all breathing and all the work is hips down right now. Well done, Rachel. That's it, Dorcas. Good, 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 good. Couple more. Nice. Okay, good. So once you've done enough, or if you get to 10, that's great. Just twiddle yourselves around and we'll do the other side. Okay, so remember those 2 cues. What's the first one? Hips back. The second one is to load. So push that left foot into the floor and then lift up and then hips back again and set down. And breathe. 2, 3, 4. I want you to feel the left leg working. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go at your own pace. Okay, if I'm going too quickly, I'd rather you slow it down so you can really feel those muscles firing. Okay. All right. Come off that. Give your legs a little bit of a shake out. Could you feel some work happening on the one leg only? Yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. Good stuff. Right. We're going to give the legs a little rest just for a moment. Just watching the wind. I don't want that to happen again. And we're going to do some work on the front and the back of the shoulders. So take a seat. And we're going to work top back. Okay. So we did this one in the warm up. Palms are down. Arms a little bit lower than your shoulders. So it's downward slope. And then with both arms, you're just going to pull the elbows back and try and squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you, but don't lean back like this. In fact, lean forward a little bit. Squeeze and reach. 3, 4, 5. The intent is to squeeze your shoulder blades together. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more. I'd like you to take your right arm back into that shape and hold it there. See that? It's there. So it's pulled back. That one stays there. And then your left one. 1, 2. If there's a little bit of a twist going on, 3. That's fine. 4, 5, 6. I hope you're feeling a little bit of work in your top back. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then no prizes for guessing. Squeeze the left one back and move the right one. 1, 2. Keep the hand close into you. 3. So it's just touching my chest. 4. That's it. 5. Oh, I've got some muscle aches going on. 6. Everyone's shoulders are down. That's good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Relaxed. Feel that? Good. Okay. That was working the back of the shoulder and top back. We're going to do something for the front of the shoulders now. So I'm going to pop you up and we're going to put our hands down on the chair. But first of all, just give your wrist a little bit of a warm up. Wrist circles and then reverse it just till you can feel a little bit of an ache happening in the wrist. That's it. Beautiful. Okay, and then push your hands like that so you got your fingers on your wrist and just give them a little bit of a push and then switch it and do the other way. Just to kind of get this movement where you got a little bit of weight happening on your wrist, because I'm going to put you like this now. Yeah, so you got weight on your wrists. And sometimes what happens is wrists don't really like this. This is wrist flexion. Okay, that's wrist extension. And they don't really like it because we don't do it. So they get a bit fussy. All right. So you've got your hands as wide as the chair. I'm kind of gripping the edge of the chair here. That's fine. And all I want you to do from here is I want you to lean forward and push onto the chair with your arms and then come back. We're loading. Push. Push. Like you're trying to push the chair into the floor. 3, 4. Your elbows are very, very slightly bent. Very slightly. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I want you to hold it. Okay. Then I'd like you to push a little bit more into the right side than the left. So you're kind of leaning onto that right arm. And then shift over to the left. Your weight is in the heel of your hand near the wrist. And then over to the right again. Exactly as we were doing with the feet. Push down and then push down to the left. And then bring the weight onto your feet. We're going to come around, sit down. and you're going to want to loosen those wrists out. Could you feel that work? So we're loading through the wrist, the elbow and the shoulders. Whenever we've been pushing forward like this, we always want to take our shoulders back again. So just arm circles backwards to open up the front of the shoulders so that we end up like this and not like that. That's it, beautiful. Breathe with it. Well done. And then sit safely on the chair. If you can, loop your hands around one knee. Pull that up as far as it will go. We're just doing a little stretch through the back of the hips because hopefully we have worked your glutes today, which is AKA butt cheeks. That's where your major leg muscle, stabilizing muscles are. Switch sides. And once you can get your glutes working happily, well, you're a superstar. And you will really notice some differences in the way that you move and what you can do and the strength that you have. So put that down. Take a big breath in, big breath out, and then do it with a big arm raise. And one more. Okay, good stuff. Right now, I'm going to come and talk to you and stop the recording. But I want to let you know that your homework this week is to practice the sideways step up, okay, with your blocks or whatever you're using, or even going up and down the stairs, go sideways and go up with one leg, and the next time go up with the other one. Okay, nice job, guys. All right, let's have a little chat. Well done, everybody.